Hi, everybody.
Hello, I'm Ryan.
I'm Bethany.
And we are Ryan and Bethany Board Game Reviews.
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can see our videos as they come out. Today we're going to be talking about Harry's Place by Squatchy Games.
Alright, so in this game, you are, waiters and waitresses, and you are serving customers. And they want really normal foods, right? They're wanting hamburgers, hot dogs, french fries, sodas, that kind of thing. But you know what? They're monsters, so they're not regular hamburgers, hot dogs, sodas, french fries. In fact, they're not even customers at all. They are monstermers.
Monstermers!
And you are also not just a regular waiter or waitress. You are a Sasquatch waiter and waitress. So yeah, these customers are coming up. You're trying to satisfy their orders before they get upset for having you taking too long. Let's show you how it works. All right, so like we talked about in Harry's Place, we're talking with, we're satisfying customer orders, but they're not normal customers. These are monsters, and they want weird monster foods. So we've got, some kind of weird monster burger, a weird monster hot dog, weird monster shake, anything you would find at a typical American restaurant in monster form. All right, so in order to gather the food, the first thing we have to do is we place our little Sasquatch meeples on these different food stations in order to collect the different food. The next thing we do is we actually collect that food. Then we're going to satisfy our Monstermers orders, and then we're going to have a cleanup phase. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to go around the table placing these meeples one at a time. And wherever they end up, that's how much food of that particular kind of food they're going to get. So let's say I'm the blue player. I really need 3 of these, whatever they are, sodas. The red player, they want 3 of whatever that is. Yellow player, they really need 2. So we're just going to keep on going on the board, placing these different meeples. You can only have 1 meeple on each spot, though. Alright, so now we're going to collect our food. Oh, but wait, there's a caveat. If you ever worked in the food industry before, you know that if you are a waiter or waitress and you want to get your food faster, you slide a little money over to the cook. So that's what we're going to have the opportunity to do. We can tip the cook one of our monies, which is cookies in this instance, and for every money that we tip, we can move up a spot. But only that applies if we are the last person in line. So for the blue character, we can tip 2 cookies in order to go up 2 spots in that one. Then after all those shenanigans have shaken out, we're going to collect whatever amount of food we have on that one. So for instance, the blue player is in the 3 spot. They're going to get 3 of these shakes to put back on their board. So all that food that we just collected, we're going to place on our little kind of serving tray over here. And the customers that we're trying to satisfy are all along the top of our player board. At the beginning of every round, we are going to fill in any blank green spots we have over here. So at right here at the start of the game, we've got 2. And we were able to collect enough food in order to satisfy this customer. So we've got our 2, little hamburgers, 2 fries, 2 sodas. So we're able to finish this customer off. They're still in that green section, so we get their green value. As the longer they have to wait, the more they get pushed down, they're worth less and less cookies to us. So remember, cookies is kind of the currency in this game. Unfortunately, we only had 3 of these little shakes, so we were not able to satisfy that customer. They're going to scoot down at the end of the round. Hopefully by the end of the next round, we'll be able to collect some more of those shakes in order so we can satisfy that customer for their yellow value before they eventually get down to the orange value. Yikes. Alright, so during the cleanup phase, we're going to draw from our deck here. We're going to put some new customers out there. Those are the next ones that we are trying to satisfy. Again, below it tells us what they're asking for, what they're going to be looking for. And again, across the top, it's going to tell us what value of cookies they're going to give us as they slide down in the various colors. We do have some additional cards as well. We've got the manager card. That's going to help us kind of switch some things around the board. And we've got the, excuse me, server. That looks delicious. I'll have what they're having card. And that's going to allow us to pay for someone else's meal while getting the satisfaction of the card that we're currently using. We're going to play a certain amount of rounds based off how many players we have. But at the end of all that, whoever has the most cookies or points wins the game. Alright, so I feel like somebody in the development of this game has worked in a restaurant at some point in time. There was so many elements like having customers get upset with you for taking too long. There was things like, tipping your cook in order to kind of, splitting your tips with your cook in order to cut in front of the line and get your food faster. And not wasting food at the end of the night, that kind of thing. So I really like those little touches that made that theme work for me.
There was this dummy AI player that we got to play with. I don't know if it's going to be in the final version, but it was really good.
It made the two-player game work.
It was because the dummy player would go in places that you wanted to go in, or go in places that your opponent wanted to go in, and it just it caused that good stress that would naturally occur with more players. So I thought that was really good.
I thought there was a really good pace and a really good flow to the game, right? So you're placing your meeples, you are then collecting your food, you're going to satisfy the customers, and then clean up. Place your meeples, collect the food, satisfy your customers, clean up. It just flowed really well. It just made a lot of sense.
I thought, okay, so this is something I try to do a lot, is to intentionally be last so I could pay those cookies and be first. But it's you have to be last. You can't be middle. So if that dummy player gets there, or somebody else gets there behind you, then you can't pay the cookies. But you can't be first, because then what if somebody else pays the cookies? I thought that was enjoyable.
Yeah. I will say that I thought this was a really kind of fun order fulfillment game. I really enjoyed the theming of it. I thought that I liked the pace of it. Yes, Harry's Place, I thought it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, so I think it's Harry's Place because there's Sasquatches and they're hairy?
I mean, yes, the Sasquatches are hairy, but Harry and the Hendersons? You don't know Harry and the Hendersons? All right, hold on. We have to talk for a minute about Harry and the Hendersons and how you've never seen it.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
It is the #1 Sasquatch-themed movie that came out in 1987.
I wasn't even born yet.
Well, that's not my fault. Listen, you've got to watch this. Our next review is actually going to be a review of Harry and the Hendersons.
Nope, not happening. Anyway. I thought that the idea of the fact that you can't just stock up on things, because then that gets negative points at the end. You get cookies taken away if you just have a ton of resources. And then filling that out, I thought that gave you a good, healthy, not stress level, but just this resource management, that you can't just have all this stuff and be stocked up for good, because food goes bad. Even Munster food.
It's true. It's already bad.
It is. Thank you so much for watching it. Don't forget to hit subscribe so you can see our videos as they come out. You can also find us on Facebook under Ryan and Bethany Board Game Reviews. You can find us on Instagram under Ryan and Bethany. You can find us on Twitter under Ryan and Bethany 1, and you can also follow our blog on Board Game Geek under Pounds and Inches. That's where we go behind the scenes of what we're trying to do to achieve better health in our life.
Not eat junk food. Or bugs.
Or bugs, yeah.
Everybody, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Bye.